See, Chargers and Steelers fans, like, y'all could have had a much better night watching Predators hockey rather than watching your teams get absolutely destroyed. Now, we did lose this game, but we are a much better home team, but, it's been kind of a rough year. What's up, everybody? TN Fanatic here. Hope you all are having a fantastic day, and welcome to another post-game reaction. In this one, I am continuing my coverage of the Nashville Predators. We are back home. I really thought that would give us enough of a boost to beat even one of the best teams, if not the best team in the entire league right now, the Washington Capitals. But we get destroyed at home. Predators lose to the Caps 4-1. Now, 4-1. I'm sure if anyone looked on the app and saw that the Predators lost 4-1, I'm sure a lot of fans would assume that the Capitals absolutely they dominated that game. The Predators, they had no chance. Well, sorry to burst your bubble, fans, but we were the ones that dominated. Okay? We were the ones that should have won this game. This should be a win. I should be talking about a win, but I'm not. Now, coming into this game right here, I was a little concerned about our start, how we would begin this game, because we have been off, we have taken some time off. We kind of saw that with the Christmas break, how that would kind of mess us up. We've been off since Tuesday. Our last home game before this one was December 23rd. Against the Carolina Hurricanes, where we did win. Now, as for the Capitals, they were coming off a back-to-back where they lost to the Habs in overtime. So, you know what? That got me thinking back to the Flames game, where, fans would think that the team that got more rest would be the one who would dominate. But actually, it was the reverse, where we were coming off a back-to-back, and so we had to go to Calgary. But we were actually the ones who took it to the Flames. So that rest turned into rust for Calgary, and I was afraid that it was going to turn into rust for us. Thankfully, I was incorrect with that assumption. We had a lot of shot attempts in this first period. We had a very good shift to end that first period, but we only had 8 shots. That is the newest wrinkle in our game that we now have to solve. Yes, we have a lot of offensive time. We have a lot of time in the O-zone, but it doesn't always translate into shots. Second period, I thought we did a much better job in terms of spreading the Caps defense around. We had some on-man rushes. We had some open looks. But come on, who are we playing here? This is the Capitals. I mean, I knew in my mind, even if we played a perfect game on both ends of the ice, I knew that the Caps, they would have their chances. They would have their opportunities because they are a great team. And their first chance comes on the power play, 7:56. Roman Josi, my boy, he has a minor for hooking Taylor Raddysh, which, let me be clear, that was an absolute flop by Raddysh. Absolutely, no doubt about it. Look, I've watched a lot of soccer, so I've seen a lot of players flop and fake injuries. I would put Raddysh right up there. That was just insane. Sadly, the refs do not agree. So at 9:03, Strome, he is directing traffic behind the net. Then Wilson slides in. He whiffs on his first shot, but then he gets the rebound into the net and scores his 19th of the season. Caps open up the scoring, and they have been hot on the power play as of late. Coming into this game, Washington had 9 power play goals in the last 10 games. That's just unbelievable. Now, late in the second period, Predators do have a power play chance of their own. Now, this was an area of our game that desperately needed to be improved. So, our power play coming into this game was 23 for 118. That is 19.5%, and that ranked 20th in the NHL. We were 1 for 7 in our game against the Jets, and as for Washington and their penalty kill, they have been red hot. They had the 4th best penalty kill coming into this game, just behind us at 3. But we have to do this. We had to score on this opportunity, and thankfully we do just that. So 16-14, Yossi with an outlet pass to Marshall Salt. And then Jonathan, he gets it to Philip Forsberg. And then Forsberg, he fires an absolute missile into the net, baby. And we tie the game. And for Philip Forsberg, there was some history that came with this power play goal. With this power play goal that Forsberg scored, that makes his 80th power play goal that he has scored for us. That ties the franchise record for most power play goals all time. So here it is. It's tied between us and the Caps going into the 3rd period. It felt like whoever was going to get that next goal probably was going to win. And sadly for us, it's the team wearing the blue helmets. But you know, if it was 2016, that would be us. Sadly, it's the Capitals. 8:30 into the 3rd. Fairvey, he starts the breakout. He passes to Roy. Then he finds Ethan Frank. The youngster slips right past our defense. And in just his 2nd game, the former Western Michigan Bronco scores his 1st NHL goal. But I took a look at this goal very closely. And guess who Ethan Frank, guess who he makes this little move on to get this opportunity? Let's take a guess. Yep, it's Brady Shea. See, this is what gives me doubt about Brady Shea going forward. Yes, he does create some opportunities for us in terms of just spreading out the Caps. Yes, he has an absolute rocket of a shot, but it's plays like this that get me worried about him. This is a veteran. This is a guy who's seen it all in the league. And he's allowing stuff like this to happen. He's allowing this youngster to just make him look so silly and so ridiculous. Come on, Brady. You're absolutely killing me here. You know what? If this continues, I would not be surprised and I would not blame Coach Bruno at all if he chooses to sit Brady's butt. From then on, the Caps just continue to increase their lead and they continue to dominate. Duhaime, on this next goal, he just won the battle at the boards. He passes this to Magnapane, and he just goes all 5-hole on Saros. So it's 3-1. And to twist the knife even more, guess who scores on the empty netter? Take a wild guess. Alex Ovechkin scores into the empty net. That was his 20th of the season. That means Ovi is now 21 goals away from tying the Great One's career goal record of 894. So yeah, not a good day back at the office. I know it's been a while. I thought we would be thrilled. I thought that this Preds team, after being exhausted coming back from the road trip, I thought we would come back home and start this homestand off strong. And in some ways we did. But in the end, once again, the Caps win 4-1. Let me just say this. Preds fans out there, we know it's been a rough season for us. We have improved aspects of our game. But somehow, even on a night where we pretty much do everything right, we still find a way to not just lose, but get dominated. Absolutely dominated! Let me break it down like this. So, the shooting percentage coming into this game right here. For us, it was 8.4. That is 32. Dead last in the league. As for the Caps, 13.1, which ranks right at the top of the NHL. But as I said at the very start, the final score for some fans, it might be pretty misleading because in this game, our offense did great. We were shooting just all over Thompson and this Caps team right here. In this game, the Caps had 16 shots total. We had 33. We doubled their total shot amount. And we still allow them to get 3 goals on us. No, I'm not counting that last one. And what's even worse about this loss is that it took place at home. We were 5-1-3 in our last 9 home games. Look, we've already racked up a good amount of losses on the road this season. I don't want to start adding home losses to that category either. As this game went on and when we got into that third period, perhaps we just ran out of gas. I mean, if you look at this roster, yes, it is one with tons of great players, tons of talent, but we have been bitten by the injury bug this year. So in this game, we did not have Cole Smith. This was the 9th straight game that Cole Smith has missed. Adam Wilsby, he has now missed 6 straight games. Jeremy Lazon, this is now his 5th straight game where he is not there for us. And Luke Evangelista, we got the news before this game that he was going to be out for 4 weeks. That's another great player who adds a lot of just great scoring ability to our roster. And now he will not be available for at least like a month. Yeah, it's rough for us right now. Even on a day where we pretty much do everything right and we have all these shots, somehow we still find a way to lose. But fans, look, you know me. You know this journey that we have been on in terms of just covering this team. It has taken a toll on me. But at the end of most of my loss videos, I've always said that the best thing we can do is just learn from it and move forward. Like, that's honestly, like, the best thing that we can do. Like, we can't stop now. I mean, what are we going to do? Like, are we just going to call it quits in the middle of January? No, absolutely not. Like, we got to keep going. We just got to keep playing our game. I'm hoping that eventually we break that glass ceiling and maybe it can lead to something. We do have a tough test. Another tough test coming up against Vegas. So hopefully we get back on track. Jonathan Marshall, he channels his just inner beast and we get revenge for him against his former team. But fans, that is going to do it for this post-game reaction. Thank you all so much for watching. If you all enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, click that bell, and you can join our Fanatic Army. And a hearty salute to all of you as always, and I hope that all of you have a fantastic day. Go Preds!